Hello students, welcome you all. Now we are going to discuss exercise 5.1. So let's start with the question. Question number 1. Find the complement of each of the following angles. So you know complementary angle. In complementary angle, you know that if the sum of two angles is 90 degree, then we can say them complementary angle. Now what we have to find? We have to find the complement of each of the following angles. Let's start it. Now we'll consider about I. Here you can see the angle is 20 degree. Therefore the complement must be 90. You can write the complement of angle 20 degree is 90 degree minus 20 degree, which is equal to 70 degree. So complement of 20 degree or complementary angle of 20 degree is 70 degree. Similarly, you find complementary of 63. How much it will be? 90 minus 63. That will be equal to 27 degree. Okay. In this way, you solve it. Now we'll move to question number 2. Find the supplement of each of the following angle. Again, supplement you know, supplementary angle. For supplementary angle, if the sum of two angle must be 180 degree. So if the sum of two angle is 180 degree, then we can call them supplementary angles. Here we'll start with I. Here one angle is 105 degree or 105 degree. The supplementary angle, we can write the supplementary angle will be equal to 180 degree minus 105 degree, which is equal to 180 minus 5 is 5 and 75 degree. So supplementary angle of 105 degree is 75 degree. Similarly, you find the supplementary angle of 154 degree. We can write supplementary angle of 154 degree equal to 180 degree minus 154 degree, which will be equal to 626 degree. Okay, so in this way you can solve this question number 2. Now we'll move to question number 3. Identify which of the following pair of angle are complementary and which are supplementary. Very good. So first we should know what is complementary angle and what is supplementary angle. You know that if the sum is 90 degree, sum of two angle is 90 degree, we call it complementary. And if the sum is 180 degree, we call them supplementary angles. Now you will check one by one. Let's check the first one. Here you can write 65 plus 105 equal to 0. Here 6 plus 1 7, 170 degree. So I, you can write I, it is neither complementary nor supplementary. Okay, so this is neither complementary nor supplementary. Similarly, we'll move to another one. Let's try double I. Here double I you can add first. 63 plus 27 is equal to 90 degree. You can write therefore 63 degree and 27 degree are complementary angles. Okay, in this way you solve all the questions. The rest of the question also you add them, and if there it is 90 degree then complementary, if 180 degree then supplementary. Now find the angle which is equal to its complement. Very nice question. Read the question again. Find the angle which is equal to its complement. So let's let the angle be A. We will assume that who is that angle? Angle BA. It is saying that find the angle which is equal to its complement. You can write then the complementary angle of A is also A. Why? Because question is saying find the angle which is equal to its complement. That means the angle is equal to its complement. If the angle is A, the complementary angle will also be A. The question is saying what we have to do? We have to find the value of A. So now as A and A both are same and they are complementary, therefore A plus A equal to how much? 90 degree, because they are complementary. Implies A plus A is 2A. 2A equal to 90. Now 2A equal to 90, what you will do? Divide 2 on both sides. Divide 2 on both sides. Now A equal to 90 by 2. 2 will be cancelled here. So which is equal to 45 degree. So what is the value of A? A is 45 degree. So we found A. It is question is saying find the angle which is equal to its complement. So who is that angle? The angle is 45. Again, question number 5 is same as question number 4. It is saying find the angle which is equal to its supplement. So supplement means you know for supplementary angle sum of two angle is 180 degree. So again for question number 5 the solution will also be same. Let the angle be A. Then you will write then the supplementary angle, because in this question number 5 it is supplementary angle, then the supplementary angle of angle is also A, isn't it? Therefore you can write so angle A plus angle A is equal to what? 180 degree, because they are supplementary. Therefore we will erase this. Okay, now we'll solve it. So A plus A is 180 because they are supplementary, it is saying. Now 2A equal to 180 implies or you can write A equal to, now divide 2 on both sides, 180 by 2 which is equal to 90 degree. Okay, so we got the value of A, that is 90 degree. Okay, now we'll move to the next question, question number 6. In the given figure, what is the figure? The figure is here, you can see. In the given figure, angle A and angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary angles. So angle 1 and angle 2 are supplementary. That means angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 degree. If angle 1 is decreased, now angle 1 is decreased. Okay, what change will take place in angle 2 so that both the angle still remains supplementary? Now you see, angle 1 plus angle 2 is 180 degree as they are supplementary. If angle 1 is decreased, let's take an example. Suppose angle 1 is say 120 degree plus angle 2 will be 60 degree equal to 180 degree, as both are supplementary. Now you will decrease the angle 1. Suppose you will decrease it by 10 degree. Now instead of angle 1 we will write 120 degree, we will write 110 degree. Okay, so 110 degree plus 60 will be 170, but question is saying both still remains supplementary. Are they supplementary now? That's 170 degree. So that what we have to do? We have subtracted subtracted 10 from 120 degree. Now we can add 10 here. So instead of 60, we can write 70. So if we will increase 10 in this angle in 60 degree, then what happens? 110 plus 70 will become, add them, 110 plus 70 equal to 180. Now what you see, if you decrease the angle A by 10 degree, you have to increase angle 2 by 10 degree. Now once 110 plus 70 equal to 180, so that they remain supplementary. Okay, so what we see, if we are decreasing angle 1, then we have to increase angle 2. So let's move to the question now. Which one? Yes. If angle 1 is decreased, what change should take place in angle 2? So we will write, if angle 1 decreases, we have to increase the angle 2 in the same measure. That means if we decrease angle 1 by 10 degree, we have to increase angle 2 by 10 degree also, so that both the angles remain supplementary. Okay. Now question number 7. Can two angles be supplementary if both of them are acute? First of all, supplementary means sum of two angles equal to 180 degree. Now both the angles are acute. Acute means, what do you mean by acute? Acute means less than 90 degree. Angles must be less than 90 degree. Now you say both the angles are, it is saying can two angles be supplementary if both the angles are acute? Okay, that means both the angles are less than 90. If suppose one angle is less than 90, say suppose 89, another angle is less than 90, say same 89. Now you add them, what you will get? Here 8, 178. Can we find the sum of edge 180 if they are less than 90? Because 90 plus 90 is equal to 180. Okay, so both the angles cannot be acute. If both the angle becomes acute, sum cannot be 180. So you can write, no, two angles cannot be acute, because if two angles are acute, their sum, if two angles are acute, their sum must be less than 180 degree. So there cannot be, both the angle cannot be acute angle. So both angles cannot be acute. Okay. Now similarly, can both the angle be obtuse? Now obtuse means greater than 90 degree. That means we know 90 plus 90 equal to 180. If both the angle are more than 90, that means of 91 plus 91, if you will get, then what will see, 91 plus 91 is 182. So can it be supplementary? Can. No, it can't be. So you can write, no, two angles cannot be obtuse as their sum will exceed or will be greater than 180 degree. Okay. So both cannot be acute or both cannot be obtuse. Now right angle. Can both be right angle? You can write yes, because both are right angle, that means 90 degree. So 90 plus 90 equal to 180 degree. You can write yes, both the angle can be right angle as sum of 90 plus 90 equal to 180. So both angle can be right angle, but cannot be obtuse or cannot be acute. Now we will move to question number 8. An angle is greater than 45 degree. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 degree or equal to 45 or less than 45? Okay. Measure, you can write measure of an angle is 45 degree. Okay, oh sorry, greater than 45 is greater than 45 degree. Okay, now is the complementary angle greater than 45. Okay, so if the measure of the angle is 45 degree, then complementary angle, let's check. We know the sum of two angles must be 90 degree in complementary angle. Now one of the angle is greater than 45 degree. Okay, so the next angle should be less than 45, as 45 plus 45 equal to 90. If one of the angle, you can write as 45 plus 45 equal to 90, as one of the angle is greater than 45, the next angle or the second end should be less than 45, as one of the angle is greater than 45 degree, so the other angle or second you can write must be less than 45 degree. Okay, one is greater means one will be less. So this is the solution. Now an angle is greater than, okay. Now question number 9 we will discuss. One second. Okay. Now read question number 9. In the adjoining figure, so in this figure we will consider, okay. In this figure, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Now look at it. Angle 1 you can see, angle 2 you can see, okay. Is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Yes, we can see. Yes, angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Now, okay, we can say yes. Now, what is the reason? Because you can say you don't need to give the reason, because it is asking whether yes or no. Okay, so you can write yes. Angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Now we have to know the reason. Reason is that the vertex of angle 1 and angle 2 is one single same. They have a common arm, that is OC, and their non-common arms AO and OE are on either side of the common arm. Okay, therefore angle 1 and angle 2 are adjacent angle. Now we'll move to double I. In, okay, we'll clear it out. Is angle AOC, look at the figure, AOC, this angle is adjacent to angle AOE. Look at the figure, AOE, this angle. Yes or no? No. Because why? Because they are common, non-common arms. Okay, you can see this angle AOC and AOE both have a common arm, that is OA, and the non-common arm, who are the non-common arm? OC and OE. Are they on either side of the common arm? No, they are on one side. Both are on the one side of the common arm. So we can write why? Because they are non-common arms. The reason is the non-common arms are not on either side of the transversal. Okay, so this is the reason. Now triple I, do angle COE, look at it, COE, this angle, and EOD, this angle. Okay, this two angle form a linear pair. Are they forming a linear pair? So what is the definition of the linear pair? The linear pair angles are adjacent angles. First you see whether they are adjacent or not. This angle EOC, this angle, and EOD, this big angle, they are adjacent angle, clearly you can see, and they are non-common ones, that means OC and OD are opposite rays. Yes, they are opposite rays, that means they are forming a line, so we can say yes. Okay, now we'll move to the IV. R angle BOD, look at the figure, BOD, this angle, angle 4, and DOA, where is DOA? DOA, this angle, angle 5. Supplementary, you can write yes, they are supplementary. Why? Because angle 4, angle 5 are linear pair, you can see, and sum of linear pair angle is 180 degree. Okay, therefore they are supplementary. Now question number B, is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? Angle 1 and angle 4, you can see angle 1 and angle 4, yes, they are vertically opposite angle, as why? AB and DC are two lines, they are intersecting at point O, and vertically opposite angles are angle 1 and angle 4, or in other, yes, angle 1 and angle 4. Okay, so the answer will be yes. What is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? Look at it, angle 5, this angle. Who is the vertically opposite angle? This angle. What is the name? COB. You can write angle COB is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5. Well, this is the solution of question number 9. We will move to question number 10 now. Indicate which pair of the angles are I. Vertically opposite angles. Okay, very nice. So you can write vertically opposite angles are angle 4 and angle 1. Angle 4 and angle 1. One pair. Any other pair are there? Okay, angle 5 and sum of angle 3 and angle 2, isn't it? Angle 5 and sum of angle 3 and angle 2. This is also vertically opposite, because vertically opposite of angle 5 is sum of angle 3 and angle 2. Any other vertically opposite angle? No, only this much, these two pairs. Okay, now linear pair angle. Who are linear pair? You can see linear pair is this angle 5 and angle 1, linear pair. Any other linear pair? For linear pair you just look at lines. Okay, so they are linear pair angle. Any other linear pair angle? Okay, you can also say ki angle 1 and sum of angle 3 plus 3 and 2, or angle 3 and sum of angle 2 and 1. Okay, if you take this angle as one angle, then angle 3 and this angle will be linear pair, as this is a line for this line. Okay, so we will write it like this, angle 1 and sum of angle 2 and angle 3. Okay, angle 1 and sum of angle 2 and 3. Angle 1 and sum of angle 2 and 3 is a linear pair. Similarly, you can write angle 3 and sum of angle 1 and angle 2. Angle 2. Okay. Similarly, you can write angle 4 and angle 5. Angle 4, angle 5. They are the linear pair angles. Okay. Now 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. We'll complete it today. In the following figure, angle 1 is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2. Look at it. No, they can't be. You first write no. Why? Because they have no common vertex. Because reason is they have no common vertex. So in order to be linear adjacent angle, there are three conditions. First one is common vertex. Common vertex. Second one was common arm. Common arm is there, but no common vertex. Third one was non-common. Non-common. Non-common arms are on the opposite or either on the either side. You can write either side of the common arm. So it is satisfying the condition number 3. It is satisfying condition number 2, but it has no common vertex. So this angle 1 and angle 2 are not adjacent angles. Okay. Now we'll move to question number 12. Find the value of the x, y and z in each of the following. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to find the value of x, y, z here and here. Let's start here. So first we will start with x. Here we are starting with I. Here x equal to 55 degree. Why? Vertically opposite, right? Vertically opposite angle given in bracket. So we got x, value of x, that is 55 degree. So this is your 55 degree. Now x and y are linear pair. Here angle x plus angle y equal to 180 degree. Give the reason, linear pair. Okay. So you know the value of x 55, then you can find y. So x is your 55 plus y equal to 180 implies y equal to transpose 55 to RHS. Okay, 180 minus 55, which is equal to here 5, 125 degrees. So you got the value of y 125. Again y and z are vertically opposite. You can write y and z are vertically opposite angles. So angle x is equal to angle y. So what is the value of angle y? 125. You can write, so angle x equal y and z na. So no, it's not x, it's z. So z equal to y. So z equal to, as y equal to 125 degree, we have already found it here. So z will also be equal to 125 because they are vertically opposite angle. So z equal to 125 degree. Okay. So we find the value of z also. Here we got x equal to 55. There these two angles are a linear pair. Therefore y will be equal to 180 minus 55, which is equal to 125. So y is 125. Now z is the vertically opposite. Z will also be 125 degree. Okay. Now we will move to the question number double I. Okay, here what we will do? Yes. Now you see 40 degree and z are vertically opposite angle, isn't it? Therefore you can write z equal to 40 degree. Why? Vertically opposite angle. Now we got z equal to 40 degree. Well, z and y are linear pair. You can write z and y are linear pair. Look at it, z and y. Okay. So z plus y equal to 180. Now you know the value of what? Z 40. So 40 plus y equal to 180, or implies y equal to transpose 40 to RHS. 180 minus 40, which is equal to 140 degree. So you got the value of y 140. Now you write it 140 here. Now you see here 140 degree is y and vertically opposite no, will not take vertically opposite. Okay, then what we'll do? Okay, so you see now angle x. What is the linear pair angle of angle x? Linear pair angle of x is equal to 25 degree plus this z, which is equal to 40 degree. Okay, so you can write here x and sum of 25 and 25 and z. Here x and sum of 25 and z are linear pair because on this line angle x and 25 and plus this z are, if you take this 25 and z is one angle and x is one angle, then they are linear pair. Therefore you can write, so angle x plus 25 plus 40, this 25, this 40, z is 40, equal to 180, implies x, add them, 65, x plus 65 equal to 180, implies x equal to 180 minus 65, which will be equal to 180 minus 65 is 5, here it is 1, so 115. So x, the value of x is 115 degree, 115 degree. So in this way we can find the value of all the angles. I am repeating it for you. You can see 40 degree, z will be 40, vertically opposite 1, then this is 40, this is your 25, so sum of this will be 65. Now this angle is 65 and x and 65 are linear pair, therefore x will be equal to 180 minus 65, which is equal to 115. Similarly 40 and y, these two are linear pair, therefore y will be equal to 180 minus 40 equal to 140 degree. In this way we can find it. Now we will move to question number 13 and try to solve it. Find the blanks, fill in the blanks. If two angles are complementary, think of it, two angles are complementary, that means their sum is 90 degree. Then sum of their measure is, okay, answer is 90, sum of their measure is 90. If two angles are supplementary, the sum of their measure is, you know that it is 180 degree. Two angles forming a linear pair are two angles forming a linear pair. If two angles are forming a linear pair, then they must be supplementary. The sum is 180 na. Okay. Now IV, if two adjacent angles are supplementary, if two, remember it, two adjacent angles are supplementary, then they form linear pair. Linear pair. So this is a direct definition of linear pair. PIR. Linear pair. Now V, if two lines intersect at a point, okay, two lines will intersect two lines, okay, then the vertically opposite angles are always equal. If two lines intersect at a point and if one pair of vertically opposite angles are acute angle, okay, very nice question, then the other pair of vertically opposite angles are dash. Now look at it again. If two lines intersect each other at a point, two lines are intersecting each other at a point, so suppose at this O point, where is that? Then one pair of vertically opposite angles are acute. Now I have drawn one pair as acute angle. Okay, that means their sum is less than 90 degree. Okay, sorry, uh, sorry, hold on. One pair of vertically opposite angles are acute. That means these angles are acute. This is an acute, and this angle is also acute. Okay. Now you see what the other pair of vertically opposite angles are. Now you see this. So suppose we will name the angle number 1 and angle number 2. Angle number 1 and angle number 2, as it is a line, this is a line, they will be what type of angle? They will be linear pair angle. So angle 1 plus angle 2 must be 180 degree as they are linear pair. So if angle 1 is acute, that means less than 90. So suppose less than 90, I will take an example 89 degree. I will take angle, we don't know the angle 1, we will take angle, right angle 1 plus angle 2 will be, say suppose less than 90 means, say suppose I will take 89 equal to 180 degree. Now implies angle 1 will be equal to 180 minus 89, which will be equal to 91 degree. So what type of angle 91 is? Obtuse angle, isn't it? So angle 1 is obtuse angle. Well, now you see the question is saying if two lines intersect at a point, if one pair of vertically opposite angles are acute angles, one pair are acute angles, then other pairs must be what? We saw it obtuse angle. So this angle must be obtuse. And the vertically opposite angle of this obtuse angle must be obtuse. So the answer is obtuse. Now last 13. In the adjoining figure, name the following pair of angles. Okay. Obtuse vertically opposite angles. Obtuse vertically opposite angles. I. Here you can see obtuse angle is this vertically opposite angle. This angle. BOC angle. We'll write I here. Angle BOC, and another angle is AOD. AOD. I. This is vertically obtuse vertically opposite angles. Then we will move to double I. Adjacent complementary angle. That means they are adjacent angle and also complementary angle. Now look at it. Complementary angle means adjacent complementary. Sir, sum must be 90 degree. So here you can see this angle is 90 degree. Okay. So adjacent complementary angle is angle, one second, AOB, this angle, and angle AOE. Angle AOB and angle AOE. AOB and AOE. Okay. There is no other adjacent complementary angle. Now, equal supplementary angle. Okay, I will clear the figure here. Look at the figure where you can find a equal supplementary angle. Okay, sum of the angle must be 180 degree and both the angle must be same. This angle BOE angle, triple I will be angle BOE and angle EOD. They are equal and they are supplementary. Their sum is 180 degree. Unequal supplementary angle. These two angles are equal. Now we will find unequal and supplementary angle. Let's see who are unequal. Look at it. SC line. First we will move to SC line. AOE angle, this angle, and EOC angle. Isn't it? IV. First AOE, angle AOE, and angle EOC. Okay. AOE this angle and EOC this angle. Okay. Any other angle is there? unequal and supplementary. Okay, no, let it. Now question number B, adjacent angle that do not form a linear pair. Okay, again we will clear the figure. Adjacent angle but do not form a linear pair. Now you look at it, adjacent angle but not linear pair. Look at it, this angle AOE and EOD, they are adjacent angle and also they are not linear pair. So B will write AOE angle and EOD angle. EOD angle. They are adjacent angle but not linear pair. Similarly, some other angles are there, like you can see this angle EOD angle and DOC angle. EOD angle, DOC angle. So they are the angle which are adjacent but they are not linear pair. Okay, so this is the solution of exercise. This exercise. Now we'll move to the next exercise in the next class. Okay, so thank you for now.